another little subject I just want to touch on is Land Rover myths. And there's a lot of this about, and there are two in particular that come up a heck of a lot. And they're kind of related. So one is that Land Rovers were made with leftover aluminium from World War II. I don't think there's any truth to that. I've never seen any actual evidence of that. Thermobrite, the alloy that they used, they chose because it was light, it was corrosion proof, and it was unrationed. So I think it was about availability, but that wasn't the only factor in the decision to use Thermobrite. Rover were not an aircraft manufacturer, they made engines, mainly for tanks actually. It's possible maybe some surplus fuselage aluminium was recycled into Thermobrite, but I don't think there's any evidence that there were stacks of Thermobrite just waiting to be used up. And the other, which is a related myth, is the original light green of the early Series 1s, the early 80-inch. That was leftover Spitfire cockpit paint. It wasn't. The colour was chosen by Rover to blend in the countryside and also look nice, which I think it did. But also, cockpit paint would have been matte, not gloss. You don't want reflections in an aircraft cockpit during a dogfight. Likewise, again, Rover didn't make aeroplanes. I don't think they're even really the same sort of shade, so I think it's not something that has any truth to it. I believe when Arthur Goddard was interviewed a few years ago, he said on both counts that they chose Thermobrite because it was unrationed, it was light and it was available. Very little steel was available at the time, it was rationed, and Rover didn't get a very good ration of it. And likewise with the paint, they ordered it from Burgess Paints. As I say, in any event, the cockpit paint would have been matte, or perhaps satin maybe, but I think matte in order to avoid reflections. So yeah, just a couple of myths. You still see them, there are still books coming out that repeat them, but there's no truth to them. Yeah, the true history is maybe not quite so exciting, but